Hey all, welcome to Share Trek. This is Raj here. Friends, today is Victoria Day holiday in Canada, so most every establishment is closed. There's nothing much to do here, but one of the things I could do was look at TradingView platform to see what's happening. Things look pretty good on the American Stock Exchange, and Nasdaq is doing very well. I have seen the Fang stocks doing well. That's very important for me because I still have Fang stocks in my portfolio. Happy about that. So let's have a quick look at what's happening. We have the debt ceiling coming up, and we also have some interest decision coming up on the Canadian side. So let's take stock of things. Just look at our favorite stocks. So let's go and have a look at what's happening in the TradingView platform. There's almost an hour before market close, and the indices are looking pretty good out here. And if you see the futures, Nasdaq futures is still positive 0.42. It's riding on a bull channel. So when I look at this chart, I wonder what the debt ceiling is all about and what recession is all about, because it's all looking good. But one worrying sign out here is that the RSI is overbought, so there has got to be some cooling. But even if the cooling did happen, we still have this bullish channel out here. And we have come a long way from the bear channel that we were in for a long time. So the good time seems to be rolling in, but we still need a little bit of confirmation. And any amount of confirmation is never enough, especially when the money is at stake. So that said, let's go and have a look at the indicators. And I'm going to look at QQQ. Again, QQQ is doing very well. It has broken out of the line of resistance that we had, which was at around 334.17. So I'm going to mark this as green. So now it has become a support. And each of these candles is a one-day candle. So we have a bit of consolidation happening out here. But today, again, the shares have gained 1.13 points. So it's pretty good. The only concern again out here for me is that the RSI is overbought, so cooling is in the cards. Now we have two levels of support here. One is going to be this initial support, which happens to be at 334.17, and the second one is going to be this diagonal line of support, which is a bull channel, which has been validated at least in 3 points, 1, 2, and 3 points out here. So it's a strong enough channel, and it's at 45 degrees, so it's not too steep and it's not too challenging as such. So that said, let us go on and have a look at the index movers. FNGU, which is my favorite barometer for Fang stocks, it's doing supremely well, and it has gained 2.54 points, and it has touched 132.21. Friends, I had bought FNGU at around $92. I bought 160 of them, and I sold 60 of them at 104. I still have 100 left. So now I'm regretting having sold that 60. But that's the story of the stock market. There is never a sure thing. You never know. There are chances that I would have held to all the 160 and then FNGU might have fallen. So I thought booking 60 profit on 60 shares out of the 160 was a good idea. So I have cash sitting and waiting to pick up the 60 FNGU on the way down. So that's my strategy out there. And FNG is being driven up by Meta, which has gone up 1.25, Google, which has gone up 2.08, Microsoft, which has gone up 0.87, and it's being driven down by Apple, which went marginally down, minus 0.54%, and Netflix 0.51%. So overall, I think the market is looking strong out here. Now next, let us go on and have a look at our genomics. And I'm going to just sort this out so that we have the winners on the top. DNA has done extremely well, friends. My 1.54 target has been hit. Now I have to just go and sell it off. But as you know, right now I'm starting to feel a bit greedy. I'm thinking that maybe it'll go a little higher and I should hold on and at least book a little bit of profit for having held on to it for 3 months or so. And I can see that there's plenty of room for the RSI. There's a steep jump. Let us see if there is any news. There is no new news out here. So this is some kind of sentiment move, and it has been pushed down by resistance at 1.59. So I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to wait for tomorrow and I'll sell this tomorrow. Tomorrow means Tuesday. Today is 22nd May 2023, but you're going to see this video on Tuesday. So there you go. I have confused you a lot. So in other words, I'm going to buy the shares today. Next, let us look at Schrodinger. It's gone up 16.85%. And my friend Michael Mathoff has been writing on the comment section saying that he's really happy about Schrodinger because he's invested, and in fact he's the one who introduced us to Schrodinger. So thanks, Michael. This is a great stock, and I suppose that you're going to put some covered calls or something because the raise has been steep, so there can be a course correction, especially because RSI has been overshot. So I think, of course, no, it's my personal opinion and not financial advice, but a covered call out here with decent premiums is justified in my opinion. Let's look at Caribou Biosciences, which again has a smart jump of 9.45%. Is there any news today? No news. No news is good news for Caribou. CRISPR Therapeutics is again smartly recovering, and I think that we are forming a bullish pennant out here. So I'm going to draw a bullish pennant out here for you guys to see. So this is one side of the pennant, and this is going to be the other side of the pennant. And I want to mark this one as red because that's a resistance. Friends, typically when there's an ascending trend and a consolidation develops like this and forms a triangle, it's a bullish pennant, and that bullish pennant more often than not breaks out on the upper side. So it is going to break through this resistance and go up. So this is a bullish sign in the charting. So I think CRISPR has got great things ahead of it in the near term. That said, Intelia is up 4.74%. Is there any news for Intelia? No news out here. Invitae is up 4.17%. It's formed I would call it a bullish harami pattern out here, which is a bullish candlestick pattern from the Japanese candlestick theory. So typically this has to show a trend reversal, and we're going to see positive movement ahead. I need the momentum to move a little bit faster upwards. Momentum is very weak right now, but it's improving. So hopefully Invitae continues to take advantage of the boost it has got. Fate Therapeutics is up 3.92%. PSCB is up 3.35%. Look at the beautiful chart that we have here. Very, very strong chart. There is a strong support from this bullish channel. There's also very strong support from another bullish channel. And we have got a support from the horizontal line of support at 12.36. What more can you ask? And we have got an extra support now at 12.82, which we have created today. So that's a new support. I'm just going to make this a bit thicker so that you can see. So there's multiple levels of support out here for PSCB. Fantastic stock, doing excellent. Gained 3.24% today. Bionano Genomics is doing well, 2.98% appreciation today. Editas up 2.68%, but still stuck under 9.65, which is a line of resistance out here. So hopefully it's able to break through because the momentum is above average and it should be able to break through. But MACD is tending towards the signal line and has crossed over to the bearish side. So that's the only concern. So if it manages to break through 9.65, we can expect better things from Editas. And then Illumina is up 2.13%. And let us see if there is any new news. Icon is no saint, but Illumina can still use a flawed savior. Heard on the seeds, I can play, etc., etc., etc. No. On 25th, we are going to have the meeting to decide on board member elections. So let us see what happens at that time. So May 25th can see a really big catalyst. May 25th, I think, is a Thursday. Yeah. So on Thursday, we can see a huge catalyst for Illumina, depending on the outcome of the meeting. And we are already broken through a resistance of 208.37. This is a share growing in strength. And we seem to be forming some kind of a new bull channel out here. I'm just going to put a temporary bull channel here just to show that there's a positive momentum and there are higher lows forming, which is a bullish trend. And momentum is just slightly above average, so that is positive. MACD is also bullish. So I think the outcome expected is that Icon would win and he could steer Illumina out of this grail quagmire. And that will be a good outcome for Illumina, in my opinion. Prime Medicine is up 1.91%. IMTX is up 1.94%, Beam is up 1.62%, Verve is up 1.02%. Sarepta is creating a lot of gap ups and gap downs. So I'm bearish on Sarepta at this point of time because there is a huge gap up out here which has to be filled. Allogene is down minus 0.33%, and it's still under the line of resistance of 6.53, which I'm going to mark red. And then Bluebird is down 0.80%, and it's below this line of support for the earlier bullish channel, which now becomes a line of resistance for us. And we are forming a bearish pennant because in a downward trend, we are forming this consolidation. So the chances of it breaking downwards is much higher than breaking upwards. MACD is also bearish and also momentum is below average. Let us see if there is any new news. There is no new news out here. So that's all out there. And let's look at SQZ Biotech, which is still managing to stay on NASDAQ, quoting as 57 cents. Not at all doing very well today. It's lost a cent, which is around $1 and which is around 1.72% drop for this company. Momentum is very weak. MACD is also very weak. So that's the status of affairs. So friends, that brings me to an end of this video session. I hope you liked my analysis, and please put your comments below. And if you have any new stocks that you want me to have a look at, please put that in the comments and I'll consider including that in a forthcoming video. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now and have a great week.